Recording. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of the show. I'm here with Mr. Gabriel T. Marcum.
That's me.
T for Tyrone.
It's actually Tiresias.
I did not know that. I figured it was something like Thomas.
Yeah, that's actually the proper pronunciation, but I like Tiresias better.
Is it Greek?
Thomas or Tiresias?
Tiresias.
It's actually bullshit, but it might stem from Greek.
So it's Roman.
There you go.
All right.
Very American of me.
What is your major?
I'm a double political science, so a BA in political science and a BFA in acting.
BA standing for
That's
big
bachelor.
ass.
Big ass political science. That's the title.
All right.
What type of show is this? Is this a show of comedy? Is this a show of...
There's some comedy,
Okay.
but it's mostly just
People.
about you. People.
In action.
Yeah, I won't be like what's his name? You ever see Matan Avon?
No.
Never mind.
It's okay.
But no,
Did I have?
it's mostly serious. I won't pull the rug out from under you.
All right, and now I will be mostly serious.
Okay. What is your social security number?
I know there's like two twos in there. Fuck. I can't remember, honestly. I have it in my notes app most of the time. I can give you the password of my notes app if you want it.
That's okay.
Okay.
Huh?
Nothing.
Okay.
Honestly, if you get that, then you've got my credit card, you've got my social security, you've got everything.
To your phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you figure that out, I'm a dead man.
All right. Cool. What is your position here at the Game Dev Club?
I'm vice president of the Game Designer Club. I don't have any of the club's information on my notes app. I protect them more than I protect myself. But
We're gonna bleep it.
Yeah, I appreciate that a lot. But, yeah, I can hold the microphone.
You
for
can,
too.
yeah. If we switch back and forth, that would work great.
Friend Elsa just walked past the door.
What game are you working on? What is the synopsis of this game?
Sure. I am the project, or actually the creative director of our project called Theater of War. And it's a FPS RTS combination using some old school PS2 level computer graphics with a combination of a commander leading the charge into the field and FPS soldiers following those commands. So you get a combination of that chess, football sort of tactical, coach-led sort of plays with the action and the cinematic experience of your battlefields or any of your FPS sort of combat games. But honestly, my role at this club is to make sure that developers can develop. And developers have access to the tools and the space and the inspiration that they need to be successful creators. Because it's not games that make money. It's developers. Mm-hmm. Those are the people that actually make you money, that actually do the progress, that actually win. And I honestly didn't think that there was a great space for those developers. At least on this campus. Really, it's everywhere. The more you look out into the world space, it's more dedicated to the bottom line, more dedicated to developing the software and the technologies and profiting off of franchises. When it's these people that need our help. It's these people that need the space and that need the fuel and the energy to continue on and make their games. Because ideas are easy when you get the right guys in here. Ideas are so easy. Because it just develops naturally for you.
And I think to add on to that, like I feel like in the industry, it seems like there's not as much passion in especially the big games. Like even you're talking about tools, people even with developing tools, they take time. They need passion and energy. And if you look at a game like Astrobot in the PS5, it's very highly acclaimed. And I think if you were to look into that studio, you would see definitely a place where people feel like they can play and can be at ease. Because if you don't have that environment, then like how are you going to make games if you're not in an environment where you're able to play?
Exactly. Exactly.
So,
And that's what we
does
do.
your position have a title? I forget if you said already. My apologies.
What?
Your position here, does it have a title?
Yeah, I'm the vice president of the club.
Okay.
The way we kind of structured our club was less me as the guy that takes over for president whenever, shit does hit the fan.
Okay.
My role is more as a voice for the club. Basically, I'm the guy that gets people going, gets people acting, gets people excited and pumped for the day and pumped for the meeting. While the president, awesome Dylan Panazzi, sadly could not be here for the meeting. He's doing actual work, but he's a hand. He's a push of force. He's someone who's organized, who can handle the administration, who can handle the hard work like that and push us through. And he does a phenomenal job. I could not do what he does.
So when Dylan dies, you'll take over.
No. When Dylan dies, we're going to have a coup, and you could take over if you're violent enough, and if you have the right ambition for it. Okay?
When is that going to happen?
I'm not going to be specific, but 6:32 p.m., August 24th, 2028. You keep your eyes open.
Okay, cool. I'll probably be dead by then, though.
You'll be dead.
Will you?
Exactly, because I keep forgetting about February 23rd, 2027, which at 8 o'clock you're not going to be a happy man. We can't talk. That's another thing we're going to have to bleep. That's two bleeps. Two bleeps so far, ladies and gentlemen.
So what are some of the ways you get people hyped?
I get people hyped?
Yeah.
Well, we have this video of Steve Ballmer, just sweating his ass off. And he's just like, okay, we love developers. And I open that up for every new guy that comes in. Because it's really easy to get these people hyped behind that because it's so goofy.
He's passionate.
It's blind, goofy passion.
Every drop of sweat, every particle of sweat is a particle of passion.
Yeah, really. And the thing that really he pushed for, and I kind of took that as a learning point in the way I approach this club, it's all about developers. So what and Dylan really, he's pushed for a lot, is less about the projects, less about the games, more about the people behind them, more about getting them the resources and the space that they need. Because that's really the big thing that people struggle with nowadays. We're so remote now that we don't have a space anymore. We don't have a third-party space to hang out at as much without spending upwards of $50 or more just for the drinks and the other accessories that revolve around getting a rental space out, You don't have to worry about that here.
And that's definitely a big point that you mentioned with a lot of, community connection. A lot of people are remote, but we saw a lot of struggles with game companies when they went remote because it's like you kind of need that unity and stuff.
You do. But we also respect, that space of this microphone. It's a ball of truth right here. Huh? I just love passing this microphone back.
It's great. I found it at Goodwill as well.
Yeah? Ah! Really? Let me try that out. Okay, good. Wait, let me... You see, it doesn't actually spike up as much as I thought it would.
It's a good mic,
It is a very good mic. It's a very good mic.
What are your favorite video games?
Now you're asking the hard questions.
Top 3.
Well, geez, Minecraft is up there.
It's dying here, right? That was a sound check.
We're good.
We're just doing an interview.
Okay.
Yeah.
Morgan, ladies and gentlemen, one of our programmers and designers. Got Luke waving at me as well. That's how you know that this is a popular club and not just two guys rambling in a building. Yes.
Top
games. Yeah.
Two
Oh, God.
video games.
Minecraft, Red Dead. Basic answers,
Red
but Red Dead 2.
Okay.
Red Dead 2. I enjoyed Red Dead 1. I didn't get very far into it. I still need to play it.
I never played Red Dead 2.
No? Did you play Red Dead 1?
So, no.
No.
I was a Nintendo kid.
Nintendo. You see, my brother always called us Sony whores.
Sony whore, yeah.
Yeah,
What
that's
did you have
a big
growing
time.
up, PS4 or PS3? Or...
PS3 and a PS2. I was
wow.
real old school. Yeah, it's kind of where Theater of War is kind of coming from. That old school kind of mindset and old school approach, because there's so much fluid sort of animations and style that you get with those sort of games. I took inspiration from it.
What does PS2 graphics mean to you besides low poly or low textures?
Personality. It means a lot of personality. Honestly, Fortnite has been a good example in the modern sphere for that design approach. It's less is more, especially when it comes to polygon count, especially when it comes to design of the character. You want your guy to pop out like a silhouette. You see that with TF2. And if you try to over-design it, you're gonna put so much into it that it's gonna be hard for it to be lively. It's gonna be hard.
You're gonna fuck yourself.
You're going to fuck yourself in the ass. Yes, that's exactly what you're going to do.
You.
What's that sound like? Oh.
All right. That's my microphone.
Yes, it is. It's not my microphone. It's someone else's microphone before yours, though.
That's true.
So
I probably shouldn't have put my mouth on it. Like.
You do that a little bit? Well, that's how you test it. You give it a good old suck.
What does success look like to you in a year?
Success, I'm still alive. But what's it look like to me? In a year from today, I'm still here. I don't flinch. I've lost that ability. See, actually hit me, and I might learn to flinch. A year from now, I plan for him to actually hit me. Have the guts for it. Yeah, now he's going for the low action. Like a heinous man. What's the name of the show?
I haven't really decided yet.
You're still figuring out a name?
Well, probably like the talk show.
The talk show's a good name for it. It's a very good name. Yeah. I'm thinking about forming a podcast with my buddy in about a year or so, or 2 years. Actually, that's why I see success in a year. I'm sitting with my buddy Jacob, and we're forming the podcast, and I had an idea for a title called The Madness Hour with Joe Pito. That's with a T, not a D. Mm-hmm. And Joe Pito is this equestrian rider and horse fanatic.
Oh, yeah.
And a real passionate guy in his field, but he never shows up to his show. He never, it's his show, but he never shows up, so me and Jacob got to fill time until he gets there. He never makes it.
I like it. Yeah.
That's the idea. Shout out to Madness Hour, if that ever gets off the ground. Probably not.
Will it actually be an hour?
Oh, God, it's going to be a shitty hour, but yes, if it needs to be. Most of the time, no. Is it? How long is it going to be?
Just as until the questions are done. Let's see, we're 12 minutes. Okay.
Yeah. Are we going to be spacing out, like doing edits? Questions?
Probably not.
Oh, we're raw dog.
Yeah, we're just rawing it. Cool. Except for the bleeps. Speaking of shit, why do some of the buildings here smell like shit? Like when you walk into them, you know what I'm talking about?
Because people have shit out of their ass. And that's what they do in these buildings.
But
that's what the creative process looks like. It's shit out of your ass, and you throw it against the wall and see how it sticks. You know, all this work that you get in here, all this effort, that's just it sticking to the wall. You're smelling pure effort when you walk down WVU halls. That's the blue and gilded style, my friend.
That's the blue and gold style.
Yeah, it's the blue and gilded style.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. What motivates you when things get repetitive?
Variety. Breaking that repetitive action. Especially if you're programming, you get to a certain point where you figure out what you need to do, and it's a lot of copy and paste action. It's a lot of action of you've got this figured out, now you got to extend it through a game. You got to fill out the hard points, you got to fill out the points, the glitches, the bugs. So it's important just to give yourself the space to fuel that creativity, to add variety in there, to have some fun. Really, you have no idea how important it is to stop for a minute and enjoy a slice of pizza. Just different stuff like that. Care about your guys.
How important is it?
How important is what? Breaking that cycle?
Stopping for a slice of pizza.
Oh. Well, it depends on the slice of pizza. We're talking banana peppers. I mean, it's better to not eat it. But if we're talking good, solid, extra cheese from Domino's, it's very important. Pivotal, even, to the game design process. Pivotal.
All right.
Yeah.
Was there ever a point where you wanted to quit game development?
No. Not really, not since I started.
When did you start?
I mean, seriously? last fall, like this fall semester. I mean, before then, I was just shopping ideas and figuring out what even game design looks like. I didn't have. A lot of people think it's just sitting in a room with your computer and just coding around. That's not it. It's a lot about teamwork. It's a lot about figuring out what the creative process looks like. It's a lot about just, again, team. Just figuring out what you're good at and doing that to your best of your ability. If you can draw, draw. If you can write, write. These are all important aspects of game design. Extremely important. Me, I can write and I can talk to people. And that right there has been pretty much my main thing that I give to this club is I'm good with that sort of organization and talking to people and seeing what they want and then trying to deliver to the best of my ability. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. And sometimes we lose people, sometimes we gain people. You know, it's the process. I mean, I think of the Sopranos quote, right? It's sometimes you steer the ship, sometimes you hit the rocks, sometimes it's clear waters. What you do is you steer the ship as best you possibly can, and when it is clear waters, you take advantage of it as best you possibly can. That's all you do as captain.
So, would you rather be a successful indie developer on your own or an unsuccessful indie developer with other indie developers on the same team as you?
Define unsuccessful. Are we still doing what we want to do?
You know what? Scrap that. It was a stupid question.
That's okay. We can have stupid questions. Do you want me to give you a stupid answer? All right. If we are successful, then we'll keep... I would not want to be alone. I'll put it that way. I do not like the idea of living out my days on a completely one-man show sort of thing, because I believe that sort of attitude is oppressive. It's oppressive to the creative process, and it's oppressive to what you want to be as a person and what you want to develop, because other people have great ideas, really. Not all of them are good, not all of them need to be placed in your game, but they're going to help fuel where you're going to go with that. Because like Theater of War, for example, for about a year and a half in pre-dev was just us talking about it going to be like a man in the high castle situation where the Axis powers won and the Russians won and they just fought each other for 50 years. And the more I got into that, I was getting more dissatisfied with that approach, more dissatisfied with what the game would probably be. And I can't, for the life of me, I can't remember who first suggested it, but the first meeting of this game design club, we had an idea of basing it in Valhalla. Like, we talked about that, and I was just enamored by that idea. I was like, oh, that's interesting, because then we can get historical figures in here. It's crazy cool. And to answer your question about being an unsuccessful member of a team, when you're with a team and you are all actively working together, it's a matter of time and luck, but it's a matter of time and luck. You just got to keep putting in the hours, and you just got to keep learning from those mistakes. And that's it's true as a team, but it's even more true if you do choose to work independently. Because if you choose to work independently, then you're the one that's accountable, and that means you're the one that's going to learn all the lessons and make all the mistakes. So it gives you a lot of power. It does.
Money, fame, power. Which one would you choose?
Power, because I believe that fame and money are subsets of that idea. I mean, people talk about how money is hard to define. Money is not hard to define. It's a representation of power. The ability to make someone else cook a burger for you. The ability for you to purchase this land and make it your own. It's a representation of power that you earned through your own labor. And fame, honestly, fame is now more achievable than it is ever before. And I believe that in many ways it can be overhyped and be more of a challenge for a person's success rather than an advantage in many ways. Because you are...
You said money?
Fame. Fame. Because in many respects, I mean, take Yonder Dev, for example. I mean, he's fame. He's about as famous as someone can really get as an independent developer. Mm-hmm. And that's not good fame, though, is it? He still doesn't have the game made, does he?
No.
So, It's about the power and the money, and if you could express that in a proper way, then people will start talking about you. Probably. That's honestly, fame is one of the things I struggle to try to measure because I don't want to fall into the hubris machine. I don't want to get into that.
What does hubris look like to you?
Hubris looks like, to me, selfishness. I think it looks a lot like selfishness because it's about it's the very short-viewed idea that it's you that should be successful and not us. All right? As we're going deeper into this new world of AI, as we go deeper into this new world of technology, it's becoming less of a competitive market space and more of a cooperative one. And that's exciting. That's a good thing. But we're still in a very competitive, self-centered mindset that I need to be the biggest thing on Facebook. I need to be number one on Twitter. I need to be the top guy in the stack. And right now that's been successful for the past 10 or 15 years to get you to positions of power. Yes. But it's also debilitating to the soul. Yeah. It's why those positions last only a handful of years, especially now, because they're so dedicated to this short-lived idea of fame, especially where the algorithms are based on that fame being short-lived. All right, that's why you see so many of these success stories is because they last 15 seconds and then it's moved on to the next person. That sort of fame is not encourageable and it's not something that's sustainable. Power and money is.
So I think with rich people, like I was reading this book about making connections, and it was talking about how people who are successful and wealthy, they help each other out. It's like a mindset of, and it's not like taking advantage of each other. It's just they know that they kind of have that mindset of communal success instead of just individualistic success. Because I mean, in reality, maybe it is the case that individual success isn't really a thing, or if it is, it's just luck. And like what you said, like short-lived.
Yeah, it's short-lived. Well, again, person only lives so long. A person only lives so long, and it's the ideas that kind of last longer, in my opinion. You know, take someone like Abraham Lincoln. You know, to me, he's still alive. You know why he's still alive? Because we know about him. We know a person. We know about him in a way that is honorable. Even though he's dead, he died before his presidency.
He's dead. He's dead.
Yes, Abraham Lincoln is dead.
He's not alive.
You know, I'm starting to question: is he alive? Because I had heard Epstein may be alive, and I'm starting to question everything about my life. Yeah, exactly. I really think it is a respawn system.
When you die, do you respawn at Epstein's Island?
No.
I hope not.
I really hope not.
Somewhere like
that's like the gulag. That's like the gulag, and you gotta like fight the other guy to get out.
Yeah, you have to. It's like aperture science.
Oh my god! Yeah, it's like a horrible aperture science.
Oh, this thing's got a circuit board.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
That's not... Was there All
right, 3 questions left.
Oh. I was starting to get
except for the
okay.
2. All right.
Speaker on this, I think it's 6 o'clock.
Okay, what do you think about AI?
Fuck it. It's stealing. It's real. Whenever the further you look into it, you first hear about it and you're like, oh, this sounds like stealing. And they're like, no, it's not. It's these complicated algorithms. And then they go talk about it and how it's similar to a autocorrect. And then they go into how it takes all across the web and it learns about this information and incorporates artistic style. And in the end of the day, it's just stealing. You run back around to it being just stealing.
I don't see what animal incest has to do with stealing.
It's not a... Holy shit, okay. Now, we're getting into something a lot more complicated and actually morally gray, okay? Because animal incest, at least, what are we if not animals, right?
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, like...
Everyone's an animal.
Exactly. I mean, how do you think we got Canadians? Are you saying that, like, if, like...
Canadians evolved from animals.
Yeah. AI.
And they're probably less evolved.
That's what I've heard. That is what I've heard.
Why? Oh, I already asked that question. Okay.
Canadians is one of those races that you could just insult openly. And nobody's going to do anything about it.
I think it's called Canadicist.
Canadicism?
Caseism.
No?
Canadicism, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What we were talking about was bestiality.
We were.
Yeah.
We were. What would you...
Did you say that on YouTube? Bestiality?
Yeah. What would you tell your younger self?
Holy shit, you look like me. That's probably what I'd say first.
What would you say next?
I would probably be like, holy shit, you sound like me. After he says the exact same thing, he's like, holy shit, you look like me. And then I probably would not put it together. I would just be like, wow, this is crazy. All right, have a good one, man. Yeah, you too. And we would go about our days. And then I may think about it later that night. I was like, that guy looks a lot like me. Is that... It's just doppelganger. That happens.
But then if you saw yourself, you would create a time paradox and you'd both die and never exist.
You see, that's just Hollywood bullshit. Where is the science for that? Where is it possible that as soon as you see someone that looks just like yourself and happen to travel through time, all of a sudden they have to be the it's gotta wrap around to some sort of physics bullshit.
So I saw someone who looked like myself, and I had a bloody nose for a week after that.
Yeah. No, that's not because of that. It's because you snort too much chalk after class. It's because you sit there and you grind chalk until you snort it up your nose thinking that's how you get high. You watch the movies and you saw the white powdery stuff and you're just like, okay, that's just chalk. I don't even know what cocaine is. And if it did exist, I would be able to grow it in my garden.
So we'll just chalk it up to paradoxes don't exist.
Bada bing.
What do you think, Mr. Skelton?
His name's Leroy. His name is Leroy. I'm afraid to do podcasts because I know I'll never be as good as my hero Ben Shapiro. I can never reach that level as Joe Rogan.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. This has been Gabriel T. Marcum and Paul M. for Michael DeAngelis.
Her middle name's Michael.
Yes. What?
I don't know. I just kind of... Okay, that one got me. That one did get me. And I thought it'd stand for Makuziak.
No.
No, it didn't. You're trying to think of another bit, yeah. Yeah, you see, that's not gonna work. You got him like, oh, that one. Yeah, one you didn't even blink at.
I didn't. It's because I got chalk up in my nose.
Ah, yeah, that's the reason.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.